Are you doing this again?
Oh, jeez. Oh, crazy. Do you want to...
Do it again.
Oh, man. We're finally live. We thought we knew what we were doing, but obviously don't know what we're doing. Yeah, we don't know what we're doing. Yeah, this is our whole problem, isn't it? Anyway, welcome to So You Want to Be a Day Trader. Better late than never. I'm Lockie.
I'm Sophia.
And we want to be day traders. Obviously not professional YouTubers, but anyway.
Do you want some bread?
Anybody that was... oh, yeah, some bread would be nice, actually. Got soup here. Oh, man. Oh, well. Better late than never, I guess.
Should we tell what happened? Like, we thought we were live, but we weren't.
Yeah, we actually did a whole recording and thought we were live, but we weren't. So we're live now, and thanks for tuning in if you have. We want to welcome any new people out there watching, or anyone that might see this on replay. We are embarking on becoming day traders, very new to it. We have been studying online and playing around with some software for about
A few weeks.
Yeah, so for about a month, then we bought a course about a week ago, and then we're kicking it in now, and we're actually found a platform that we like, and we are paper trading. So we want to show you guys what we're doing. We're going to post a link in the description of this video on the replay. If you see our first video just explaining what the channel is about, there's a link in the bottom of that, and that has a link to a PDF of our trading plan. So if anybody that wants to go in there and see it in a written form, it's all written out, and all the terms in there you can go and research and check. If there's any experienced traders out there who look at it and sit there and think, gee, that's a really bad idea, by all means say something. We're testing all this out at the moment and want to see how we go. So before taking up all the frame. So before we do get on and show people what we're doing, we just want to say that we don't
Give financial advice.
we're not financial planners, or we're not giving any financial advice or telling anybody that they should do this or follow what we're doing. If they do and they lose stuff, that's entirely on them. Yeah, we don't take any responsibility for that. Not at all. This is an experiment for us, just as much. So it's about kind of learning and holding us accountable, and the journey from the bare bones of trading to hopefully
Being rich? No, wrong attitude.
well, learning this skill, and then being consistent traders so that we can actually draw an income from it. So without further ado, let's kind of go into what we're doing. I'm going to show you our desktop at the moment. This is the platform that we are using. It's CMC Markets. It's an Australian platform. We found it and really like it. It's got a free paper trading account that you can make, and all of the things in the free program are really good, really powerful. We found it really good to use. We are and still playing around with tradingview.com. Really like that to begin with and learn with. This just has a few more things while we're paper trading. We found it really, really helpful, especially that it saves a lot of our charts and does multiple price alerts, up to 10 for each of us, which between 26 pairs we're following. The ones that we're following daily, it's pretty good.
I think it's good that it's not more, because otherwise we were just sitting like, oh no.
Yeah, we're getting trade alerts all the time, so it's been really good. So we are doing two types of trades. The two things that we're doing are larger swing trades, and I will show you one here on the Aussie CAD. So nice and quickly.
Oh, we are actually now.
Yeah, it's good.
Just checking.
I think it is working now. For shout out to Benny Kirkby, who actually sent us a message and said, "Where are you guys?" He's been waiting eagerly. I don't know if Jess Inbrook, who are here today. Happy birthday, Jess. We had a lot of fun today. So this is an example of a larger swing trade, and we just want to show you what that is, guys. So what we're doing are looking for key support and resistance lines along weekly charts. And when we're identifying these points, we're looking for a position that we might want to trade should we start to see some bias once it reaches these points. So on the Aussie CAD here, we have a down moving trend for a weekly level, and we also have a key support and resistance line here. So then when we go to the daily, we can see that this is reacting to this level here, which is nice. And then what we want to do is confirm the bias. So we have a bearish bias here. We go down to the 4 hourly and make sure that it is going to make a lower high and then a lower low if we're wanting to go into a short trade, which this one gave us. And we entered the trade here. So, and we're entering on the daily time frames here for the larger swing trades. So this is where we entered. We've got a fairly tight stop loss here, which is maybe a little bit too tight. We're not too sure yet. We've also got a profit take down here, and we want to see a profit take of 1.5 to 1. This one we're going to let play out. We are developing and learning strategies to manage our stop losses so that we might bring it down to break even, or even extend our profit takes so that if we get long runs that we actually make a bit more profit on the ones that work out for us. But this is an example of a larger swing trade, and this is what we like to look for. These ones apparently there's a lot better success rate on these type of ones, so if we can get into these, it's good. It just means that normally the trades they're lasting a lot longer than just day trading. So these ones can go over the weekend. Sometimes they can be in there for a couple of weeks. So yeah, that's one type of trade that we're looking for. The other ones are intraday trades, and they revolve around pivot points and the EMA 50. So that's a moving average and exponential moving average, and we set it at a 50 length. And when our daily pivot point meets up with the EMA 50 and we get a bias towards the way that we want to trade, depending on how the weekly and the daily are actually trading as well. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. So here is the US, the dollar yen, and we'll go back to the weekly time frame, so I'll show you what we're doing. So here we have, it's a ranging market, and right now it's on a slight downward bias, so we would look to short this one. It's ranging between here, you can see a key level down here, and it is in between here, so it's on a downtrend down here. So we want to make sure that we confirm this with the daily, and the daily does look like it's coming down as well, so we want to look to take a short on this. So we go in on the hourly, and what we will do is we will set our pivot point here with our pivot point indicator, and we'll set an alert on this pivot point. So if we see an intraday trade and we're going, okay, this one's ticking all the boxes, it's going to support both on the weekly and the daily if we wanted to go in a certain direction, and we also want to see that the pivot point and the EMA have a chance to meet up, then we'll set an alert on this pivot point. And right now what's happening is we want to trade this one short because we've got a short bias. So we want this one to come up, hit at our where our EMA and our pivot point meet, come back away and retest this point. And we want to check all of that in the 5-minute time frame. So right here, we can see what's happening. So this one's come up here. It's hit our pivot point, come up through it, and then it's also, this is where our EMA 50, our area of it is. So what we want to see is this doing what it's doing now, which is come back down, make a lower low. Then we want to see this come and retest and see some actual bearish buys as well. So long wick candles, something that's telling us that this moving uptrend has stalled or is over. And then we will take the trade on the hourly and we'll set our stop loss above this candle here, because that's where we're hoping that we have deduced that the long trend's going to hold. And we'll put our stop loss there, and we look to take a profit margin of 1-to-1 on these type of trades. Now we are in a couple of trades, so I will just get rid of this one, but that US dollar looks like we will take a trade on that hopefully pretty soon if we get some bearish signals.
Also, the stochastic level is actually on our side, which might be an indicator, or which people or we use as an indicator.
Mm-hmm.
Right now it's going over the top line, this little blue line, and on the hourly it looks like it's on its way to be oversold.
So it's a really good point. I forgot about this one. So we used to use a stochastic indicator on the intraday, on the actual intraday trades, and what we want to look is for this possibly being oversold in the direction that we want it to move. So in this case, because we want to actually short this trade, we want to see it oversold on the long end. So right here we can see that this is getting to oversold up at the long end, which is really nice, and that's being confirmed with our 5-minute time frame. So this is looking like we would enter this short after we get some bearish bias on the 5-minute. Again, another 5-minute time frame. If we see some nice long wick candles forming here, then we'll probably enter this trade, and we'll see how we go. So we are, just so you guys know, we are in a couple of trades right now. We're in the Aussie CAD, and that is our largest swing trade, and we also took a position on the pound yen. Now we have a profit take on both of them. This is an intraday one, so we will show you this one as well. So on the hourly here, what's happened is we actually took a short trade on here, so we'll go back right to the start. On the weekly, we're in a downtrend, so we can see it making lower lows, lower highs. On the daily, we are also below the EMA 50, so we are stalling, which we like as a downtrend as well. Then on the hourly, so here's what's happened is that EMA 50 has started to meet with this pivot point. It's come through, touched the EMA 50, bounced back. So we go into our 5-minute time frame, and this is what we've seen. So we've seen this nice long run here, come up, come down, come back up, come down, and it's trying to push through this level here. So we saw it come back up and retest, and then we took the trade in here. So we have set our stop loss above this long wick candle on the hourly and our profit take down here. So it's pretty tight, but we've got some room to move here. You can see that this level's been achieved in the day. And if this EMA keeps moving down, hopefully that acts as a little bit more resistance for us to push it in the direction that we want to trade it. right now on the 5 minute level too, we're seeing that this is oversold. So hoping that this tanks back down, and we'll hit our profit take. This is our profit take here. So you can see that that actually hit that before, which was good. Yeah, so they're the type of trades that we're looking for. We're going through each day and setting price alerts here on all of... Oh, sorry, our camera's just turned off. God bless its soul. Just going to have to go into the settings and put that in. But we are looking to make trades on these. We go through and assess which pairs are doing what we need to enter the trades for the day. We want to make sure that we've got a long position, and we've also got that our weekly, if our weekly's trending down and our daily's trending down, that we're also able to actually trade down on that in the intraday, and also that our EMA 50 on our 1 hour time frame is going to meet with the pivot point level. So that's what we're looking at. We set a price alert at our pivot point level, and once the price goes through there, we'll go in and check if the EMA 50 has met with the pivot point at that time. And then we also want to see confirmation. We want to see confirmation on the 5 minute mark, and we want to see that retesting before we enter the trade. So that's what we're doing. We're going to go through and keep trading these. We're getting price alerts all the time, and we're really watching this. Tonight is apparently one of the best times to trade the markets on the Tuesday and Wednesday nights.
It's Monday night, Tuesday night. It's Tuesday night.
Tuesday nights, yeah. Tuesday morning, New York time. It's one of the best times to trade, Forex especially. So we'll be up doing these trades. We're going to do another video at the end of the week. Whether it's on a Friday or a Saturday, we're not 100% sure, but we're going to go through and enter all these trades, give you a rundown of how we're going. All the ones that we go through, I'm going to follow the rules firstly to make sure that we're testing our trading plan thoroughly. And yeah, we'll give you a result as we go. We really want to get better at this, get better at entering our trades. One thing that we've kind of learned is that we really have to set up our entries really well so that when the price comes in our strike range, we're hitting it at that right time. Getting better at kind of managing our price alerts so it's not taking over our life. That'd be really good, but this is a job and we're really committed to the craft right now. So yippee, yeah, good fun. By all means, if any professional traders are out there and they see what we're doing, come in and tell us what we're doing wrong or where we can improve. It's something that we'd love some feedback on. We're not looking to change our trading plan right now unless there's some really big holes in it. But yeah, we want to get better at the craft within our trading plan. So that's the idea. Send in questions that you might want us to answer. Anything else? One more other thing, we are looking at this foreign exchange factory for our news relating to release like things that will heavily affect cash rates. We can see that the RBA in Australia kept its cash rate the same. We're kind of factoring that in as we trade. So 10:30 tonight, we've got a trade balance with the Canadian dollar, which may affect prices. So yeah, we're keeping all that stuff in mind. So anyway, guys, we will sign off for now and keep an eye on all of our our socials for a live stream for the end of the week review, and we'll let you know how we go and keep going. So hopefully we have some success with it. So have a great week, and see you on the other side.